adventure soon. I can be an animal doctor. Sign in for adventure. Type in your name and click on OK when you're done.
Hi, mate. My name is Addie, along with me mates, Rufus the dog.
That's me, pal.
Katie the chameleon.
Ready to join us on a magical adventure? Come along with us! I always said you were all wet.
Come on, mates. Let's meet Dr. Max Rigby. She's the world-famous veterinarian at the Cloud 9 Animal Park. Oh, you arrived just in time. I plan on taking a trip around the world to save more endangered animals. But I still have a lot more to do before I leave. I need help.
Yo, Doc, what do I look like? Veterinarian?
No, you look like a talking dog. But I can help you learn what it's like to be a veterinarian. Sounds fair dinkum, Doctor. What do we have to do? Animals all through the park need care. I need your assistance to help me help those animals.
Hey, with this nose, no problemo, Doc.
For every animal you help, you'll be rewarded. And after you assist me with all the animals, you'll receive a special certificate, which tells everyone you're a real animal care expert.
Oh, before I turn purple with excitement, how do we get to see all those animals?
Use this map to start out on your very own exciting trip. I'll be there whenever you need me. Good luck and have fun on your veterinary adventure.
Let's go, gang! Just follow my nose. The Cloud 9 Animal Park is full of wild animals. Some of the animals in the park are sick and need care. You need to help Dr. Max find the sick animals. Use the map to begin your search, or stay here and take a look around at the fun and interesting things in Dr. Max's office. If you need help, choose the help button.
Sorry, you've got to earn this certificate first. There are many ways you can start preparing to become an animal doctor right now. Visit your local zoos and animal parks and see all the different kinds of animals and study their habitats. If you have a pet, meet your veterinarian at your pet's next checkup. Ask questions and get their advice on how to learn more about animal care. In school, it is very important to do well in general science, biology, math, and English. Education, strong study habits, and a desire to help animals are very important if you want to become an animal doctor when you grow up.
After you've helped an animal, it will send you a postcard. When you get a new postcard, just click on it to read it. If you need help, choose the help button.
A moose's antlers are shed each winter, and a new, larger pair grows each spring.
All rhinos have poor eyesight and can't see very far. They have very good senses of hearing and smell. Cheetahs, holding the title of fastest land animal, are able to run at speeds up to 70 miles per hour for about a quarter of a mile. A zebra's stripes serve as disruptive camouflage, able to confuse lions and other predators, especially at dusk or dawn.
Welcome to Endangered Species. All of the species in this chart are, have been, or could easily become endangered. A species that is endangered has an immediate possibility of becoming extinct. When a species becomes extinct, that means there are no more of that type of creature in existence. Take a look at the world map and select an area to see what kinds of endangered species live there. When you see the endangered species in that region, select one to hear more about it. To learn how you can help, choose the How Can I Help button. If you need help, use the Help button. United States, Canada and Alaska, Western Canada, California, California, California condor. Condors eat the carcasses of dead animals, and this can cause problems in the modern world. The animals they eat may have been killed by hunters using lead shots, which can poison the birds, or they may eat poisoned meat left out to kill coyotes. Pesticides make the condor's eggshells so thin that their young typically die before they hatch. There are about 40 California condors that have been bred in captivity. The problem is finding a suitable place to release them into the wild again. California sea otter. In the 1700s, sea otters ranged from Baja California up to Alaska and all the way over to Russia. But in the early 1800s, the sea otter was hunted to near extinction because of their luxuriant fur. Small groups managed to hang on in isolated areas of their range. In 1938, a raft of 300 sea otters was unexpectedly discovered along the Big Sur coast. In 1977, the California sea otter was named a subspecies and placed on the endangered species list. Since that time, the population of sea otters in California has grown to about 2,200. United States. The major threat to the American black bear is poaching to supply Asian markets with bear gallbladders and paws, considered to have medicinal value in China, Japan, and Korea. Bald eagle. Gray wolf. Gray wolf. Gray wolf is endangered due to habitat destruction and food source pollution. In 1965, ranchers and government agencies, in an attempt to protect livestock, left poisoned carcasses out for wolves to eat. Unfortunately, this also killed eagles, ravens, foxes, bears, and other animals, which also fed on the contaminated food. Wolf populations are expected to recover by the year 2002 due to the Fish and Wildlife Service's plan to reintroduce wolves to the Yellowstone and U.S. Forest Service lands in central Idaho. Illinois. River otter. The river otter competes with man and other animals for fish. The otter has been classified as endangered in the state of Illinois due to decline of clear water habitat. Many waterways have been canalized to facilitate river traffic, and otters require a gradually sloping riverbank. This, along with hunting, has contributed to the species' decline. South America. South America. Giant anteater. This anteater belongs to the Edentates group, which means toothless ones. The anteater uses its tongue to eat ants and termites. However, termite nests are getting rarer as grasslands are given over to cattle, and this is reducing the anteater's food supply. Spectacled bear. The spectacled bear is not currently listed as endangered, but is protected from commercial trade by international law. Its numbers in the wild are depleted by hunting and loss of habitat. Increased human populations, agriculture, and road building have contributed to this species' decline in the wild. The spectacled bear is the only bear known in South America. Australia. Furry-nosed wombat. Wombats are closely related to the koala, but burrow rather than tree dwell. The wombat is often considered a pest because when it burrows, it sometimes knocks over fences built to keep rabbits out of grazing lands. There are only about 60 hairy-nosed wombats left in Australia. Canada and Alaska. Polar bears live in the Arctic islands, coasts, and ice floes. Poaching, pollution, and the trespassing of humans in their habitat threatens the polar bear population. Western Canada. Whooping crane. Once very close to extinction, the whooping crane is making a comeback. In 1937, only 2 breeding populations remained. Today, there are nearly 300 whooping cranes in the wild and in captivity. These cranes range in marshy areas between Illinois and southern Canada, but as Americans moved west, much of the crane's habitat was changed into pasture and farming lands. Burrowing in the late 1970s, there were about 2,100 breeding pairs of burrowing owls left in Canada. By 1987, their population had dropped in half. After continued decline, the species was classified as endangered. Farming and development have significantly reduced the owl's habitat. Burrowing owls need open areas with low ground covers, existing burrows, and a lot of food, all of which are threatened on the prairies. Western Europe. The wildcat was vigorously hunted in an attempt to protect the game birds it preys upon. Wildcat favorites are grouse and partridges. Wildlife conservation acts have helped limit wildcat hunting, and as a result, their population has increased in numbers. Wildcat. Pardo lynx. The Pardo lynx lives in the wetlands of the Pyrenees Mountains. It preys on game birds, young deer, and rabbits. In the 1950s and 60s, a disease killed off thousands of rabbits. This had a terrible effect on the Pardo lynx's population because rabbits are the lynx's main food supply. Hunting further affected the Pardo lynx population. Currently, the lynx is surviving only where it's protected. Russia. European bison. The European bison was hunted to the point of extinction in the wild. A few bison remained in zoos. Several years later, 6 European bison were set free in Poland. They bred successfully, and now there are more than 250 European bison in the wild again. The Sumatran and Borneo forests, the Sumatran and Borneo rainforests. Orangutan. Dwellers of the tropical forest, orangutans spend most of their time in the trees. Deforestation of the Sumatran and Borneo rainforests for agriculture and timber are primary reasons for the orangutan's endangered status. Click on a region of the map to go there to search for a sick animal. The desert is home to many animals. Watch closely and the animals may come around. Keep your eye out for animals that look like they might be sick. If you see a sick creature, clicking on it will bring it to the field hospital for examination. If you want to play Desert Treasures, use the Activity button. If you want to use the map, choose the Map button. Choose the Field Hospital if you want to see what's inside. If you need help, choose the Help button. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. The field hospital is where you will help me examine, diagnose, and treat the animals. First, let me explain the diagnostic chart. This chart will pop up at the end of each tool reading to record the results. At the end of each exam, we will use the information on the diagnostic chart to diagnose and treat the patient. Choose a tool to see how it works. Choose the Help button if you need help. Our scale is like a large bathroom scale. Just like people, animals have an ideal weight. If they weigh more or less than they should, that could mean something's wrong. This animal's weight is normal. Microscopes are used to examine cells, tissues, and other things too small to be seen by the naked eye. Sometimes animal health problems can be diagnosed through microscope readings. To focus the slide, use this focus button. The slide on the left shows a healthy slide sample. The slide on the right has been taken from the patient. Circle the areas of the patient sample that look different from the healthy sample. Coyote eye discharge samples. Let's take a look. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. This sample looks healthy. Veterinarians use stethoscopes to listen to sounds from inside an animal's body. A heartbeat, for instance, or the sound in an animal's lungs. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This special thermometer can tell an animal's temperature by placing it against the skin. The screen tells us if an animal's temperature is too high, too low, or just right. This animal's temperature is normal. This is the VetView machine. There are 3 different tools you can use in the VetView. To see the patient's bones, choose the X-ray Bones button. To see the patient's organs, choose the X-ray Organs button. To look at the animal more closely, choose the magnifying glass button, and then click on the highlighted areas of the patient. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. Normal. Normal. All the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a region and find a sick animal. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. Are you sure you want to leave? The patient's exam is incomplete. Normal. I don't see any problems here. Normal. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. Bighorn sheep blood samples. Let's take a look. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. This sample looks healthy. This animal's temperature is normal. All of the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a region. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. Take a look at these desert tortoise throat cultures. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. This sample looks healthy. This animal's weight is normal. This animal's temperature is normal. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. Normal. Normal. All the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a
There are 5 camouflaged creatures hidden in this picture. Camouflaged creatures blend in so well with their environment that you gotta look very closely to see them. When you find a creature, you'll hear its name and see it in full color. This rock keeps track of how many creatures are still hidden. If you're having trouble finding the creatures, use the hint button for clues. If you want to try something more challenging, use the hard button to go to harder mode. If you need help, use the help button. Frilled lizard. Collared lizard. Horned toad. Sage grouse. Horned sheep. Congratulations! You found all of the creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. Use the hard button if you want a challenge.
Lizards come from down under in Australia. Frilled lizards come from down under in Australia. When they get angry, they rear up and open their mouths wide, which causes the frill on their necks to expand. Their enemies usually run the other way. Horned toads are really lizards. Their horns are actually spiny scales on the sides and back of their heads. To scare off their enemies, they can squirt blood from their eyes a distance of almost 6 feet. Collared lizards live in the deserts of the southern United States. They like to eat smaller lizards and snakes, as well as mice. Collared lizards will leap into the air when they want to catch flying insects. Sage grouse are related to turkeys and quail, but sage grouse depend on sagebrush seeds and bark for most of their food, as well as a place to hide. Males like to show off their tails by fanning them out in a dramatic way. Bighorns are wild sheep that live in the mountains. They can climb steep, rocky cliffs with ease, even though they may weigh as much as 350 pounds. The males often have horns that are 4 feet long.
Ready? There are 5 hidden creatures. Go get 'em! Coyote. Hedgehog. Rabbit. Tarantula. Coral snake. Congratulations! You found all of the creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. Use the hard button if you want a challenge.
Jackrabbits aren't rabbits at all. They're hares. Unlike rabbits, hares do not dig burrows, and their babies are not born helpless. They're born ready to go. Jackrabbits can jump over 20 feet in one leap and have been clocked running at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. Hedgehogs have sharp spines which cover most of their body. They feed mainly on insects, but have been known to catch and eat frogs, lizards, snakes, birds, and mice. When frightened, they roll up in a ball so their spines prevent other animals from biting them. Tarantulas are large, hairy spiders that live a long time, up to 20 years. They usually live in warm climates and can grow up to 3 inches long. Surprisingly, tarantulas are not venomous. Coyotes once lived only in open country and grasslands. Today, this wild dog ranges all over North and Central America, in both the country and cities. Coyotes communicate by howling and have a very good sense of smell. They eat just about anything that's available, but they prefer rodents, rabbits, birds, insects, and fruit.
Harder mode is a bit tougher. There are several camouflage creatures hidden in the scene. Just listen for the type of creatures I ask for and find them. Find the animals that walk on 4 feet. Armadillo. Coyote. Hedgehog. Congratulations, you found the right creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. If you want to go back to easy mode, use the easy button.
Armadillos are covered with armored plates, and their name means small armored one in Spanish. When attacked, they pull in their feet and noses or roll into a ball. Armadillos feed at night on frogs, snakes, insects, and plants.
Find all the creatures that can fly. Flying creatures have wings. Vulture. Male sage grouse. Runner. Congratulations, you found the right creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. If you want to go back...
Roadrunners make their home in the southwestern United States and Mexico. A fast bird which would rather run than fly, it hunts insects, lizards, and sometimes other birds. Vultures have a keen sense of smell and eyesight, so they can find food easily. These birds, which are related to hawks and eagles, are scavengers which eat dead animals. The largest vulture in the world is the condor, with a wingspan of 10 feet. Sage grouse are related to...
Find all of the winged creatures. Winged creatures are birds. Elf owl. Congratulations, you found the right creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. If you want to go back to easy mode, use the easy button.
Elf owls are one of the smallest owls in the world, only about 6 inches long. When captured, elf owls will pretend to be dead.
Find all the cold-blooded creatures. The cold-blooded creatures don't have fur or feathers. Collared lizard. Oops, try a different creature. Frilled lizard. Congratulations, you found the right creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the... Find the creatures that are venomous. Venom is a poison released by some creatures through biting or stinging. Coral snake. Gila monster. Oops, try a different creature. Tarantula. Congratulations, you found the right creatures. Click on any one of the creatures to learn more about it. If you want to play again, use the Play Again button. If you want to go back to easy mode, use the easy button.
Most coral snakes live in tropical areas. However, there are two types which can be found in the southern United States. Coral snakes have a venomous bite. You can identify a coral snake because most of them have 3 bright rings of red, yellow, and black. Some people use this rhyme to remember. If red touches yellow, it can kill a fellow. If red touches black, it's okay for Jack. There are only 2 types of venomous lizards in the world, and the Gila monster is one of them. They store fat in their tails for food, so they can go a long time without eating. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Let's examine these vulture feather samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. This sample looks healthy. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Normal. Normal. All the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a region and find a sick animal. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. Let's take a look at these meerkat gum tissue samples. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. This gum sample is infected. Thanks for finding the white blood cells and bacteria. Sample reveals infection. This animal's temperature is high. Everything looks healthy here. This tooth is fractured and it looks infected. I don't see any problems here. The meerkat has a fractured tooth. Fractured tooth. Fractured tooth. The meerkat's weight is low and its temperature is high. The heart rate reading is fast, but the lungs are normal. The microscope sample reveals infection. Both the magnifying glass and X-ray reveal a fractured tooth. The meerkat is suffering from a toothache. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Dewormer pills, high-quality food. Hoof tools, tweezers, disinfectant, bandages, antibiotics, pain pills. Antibiotics, tooth filling, pain pills. Great work! Filling the tooth is important. The pain pills will allow the meerkat to rest comfortably, and the antibiotics will fight off infection. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a 1-star pooper scooper.
Dr. Max Rigby. Oh, great, you're back. There are still sick animals in the Cloud 9 Animal Park that need care.
Sounds fair dinkum, Doctor. What do we have to do? I need your assistance to help me help those animals. I'll be there whenever you need me. Good luck and have fun on your veterinary adventure. Let's go, gang! Just follow my nose.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Go ahead and focus these armadillo blood samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is high. Everything looks healthy here. There's a puncture wound on the armadillo's foot. It's red and irritated. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Puncture wound on foot. Normal. The armadillo's weight is normal, but the temperature reading is high. The heart rate reading is fast, and the lung reading is normal. The microscope shows no problems, but the magnifying glass reveals a red, swollen puncture wound on the foot. The X-ray shows no bone problems. The armadillo's foot has been stung by a scorpion. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Dewormer shots, lots of fluids. Bath, flea spray, flea collar, flea pills. Antihistamines, soap and water, analgesic, bandages. Good work. Cleansing the area is important. The antihistamine will help with the reaction to the scorpion venom. The analgesic is for reducing the pain, and the bandages are used to keep the area clean. The armadillo should stay the night for observation and a bandage change. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Now you've brought an animal in for examination. Let's examine these gray wolf bone samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy bone sample. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. This animal's weight is low. I don't see any problems here. These bone ends don't look healthy. These bone ends don't look healthy. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. Normal. Unhealthy bone ends. The wolf's weight is low and its heart rate is fast. The temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope reveals a healthy bone sample, and the magnifying glass shows a healthy sample. But the X-ray reading, showing the unhealthy-looking bone ends, is the most revealing. The wolf is suffering from arthritis. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Pain pills, antihistamines, topical swelling solution, tweezers. Quality food, larger cage. Pain pills. Good job. This diagnosis was a little tough. The unhealthy bone ends we could see with the magnifying glass helped me diagnose the wolf. Arthritis usually occurs in older animals. The pain pills will allow the wolf to rest in comfort. Confinement and rest is a good idea until the wolf is feeling better. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Hey, welcome to Way Cool! Ready for some fun? Take the items from the cart and place them on the scale to the right until they equal the weight of the animal on the left. If you need help, choose the help button. If you want a challenge, choose the hard button. Chimpanzee. A little heavier. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Spotted hyena. Too light. Light. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Vulture. You need more weight. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Rhinoceros. Need some more.
Ooh!
Almost. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Cheetah. Harder mode is a bit tougher. This is where we'll really put your math skills to the test. Take the items from the cart and place them on the scale on the right until they equal the weight of the animal on the left. If you need help, choose the help button. If you want to return to easy mode, choose the easy button. On to crane. Light. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Ostrich. Try a more. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Antelope.
Ooh!
Try a little more.
Ooh!
Almost. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Gazelle. A little heavier. Way to go, champ! The scales are balanced. Nice work. Wildebeest. Yo, it's Animal Crackers, the incredible edible game show, where you put your animal skills on the line, answer the questions correctly, and your cracker moves forward. Answer every question in every round, and you'll win a fabulous prize. Be careful. Get a wrong answer, Katie gets a snack. You lose a cracker. You're going to start out with 3 animal crackers to your credit. If Katie eats all 3 crackers, game's over. Round 1. Okay, 2 animal pictures will appear. Choose the picture of the animal you think is the right answer to the question. If you get stuck, use the hint button. Now here's your host, that leaping, long-legged marsupial, Eddie the kangaroo.
Let's go! Which creature swims? In box number 1, jackass penguin. In box number 2, antelope. Congrats! Hop on to the next question. Which creature can't climb a tree? In box number 1, African elephant. In box number 2, serval. That's right! Hop on to the next question. Which creature eats more food? In box number 1, spotted hyena. In box number... Sorry, the correct answer is... spotted hyena. Hop on to the next question. Which creature runs slower? In box number 1, baboon. In box number 2, congrats.
You've reached the end of the round. Katie, give the player new crackers. Let's hear a little more about that animal.
Baboons have faces like dogs. Sorry, Rufus. Most of these monkeys live in large troops headed up by powerful males. They spend most of their days on the ground looking for food.
On to round 2. Now there are 3 animals to choose from. If you're not sure, wait and one of the wrong animals will disappear.
Which creature eats plants and meat? In box number 1, jackal. In box number 2, spotted hyena. Congrats! Hop on to the next question. Which creature eats meat? In box number 1, African elephant. In box number 2, wildebeest. In box number 3, serval. Too bad. The correct answer is serval. Jumping right along, which creature has hair or fur all over? In box number 1, rhinoceros. In box number... Nice going!
You've reached the end of the round. Katie, give the player new crackers. Let's hear a little more about that animal. Chimpanzees are more closely related to humans than any other animal. They even use tools like rocks to crack nuts. You've reached round 3. When you see an animal that fits the description, click on it. But you'll have to act fast. These animals are quick.
Which creature is hatched from an egg? Spotted hyena. Jackass penguin. That's right. Jumping right along. Which creature weighs less than a ton? Jackal. Giraffe. Rhinoceros. Jackal. Way to go!
Great work! You've won the grand prize! Let's see what we have for our contestant. Congratulations! You just won all you can eat, keep down, dinner for 2 at Rufus's Roadhouse. If you want to play again, use the play again button. Choose the done button if you want to leave animal crackers.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Take a look at these samples taken from the dog. Oh, a flea. Go ahead and circle the others. This sample allows us to see fleas. Sample reveals fleas. Fleas, and the skin is irritated. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Irritated skin and fleas. Normal. The dog's weight is low, but its heart rate reading is normal. Both the temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope allows us to see a flea sample, and with the magnifying glass, we can see irritated skin and fleas. The X-ray shows no problems. The dog suffers from fleas. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Bath, flea spray, flea collar, flea pills. Good job. A bath and flea spray will get rid of the fleas on the dog. A flea collar and flea pills will help keep fleas from reinfesting the dog. Be sure to clean the areas where the dog spends most of its time. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. Oh, there's a stone in the hoof. The area is bruised and bleeding. Everything looks healthy here. The bones are healthy, but there's a stone in the horse's hoof. I don't see any problems here. Stone in hoof. Stone in hoof. Go ahead and focus the horse's blood sample. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. Animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. This animal's weight is normal. The horse's weight is normal, but its heart rate is fast. Both the temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope reveals a healthy blood sample. With the magnifying glass and X-ray, we could see a stone in the horse's hoof. The horse has a stone embedded in its hoof. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Tools, tweezers, disinfectant, bandages, antibiotics, pain pills. Good choice. The hoof tools and tweezers are used to remove the stone from the horse's hoof. The disinfectant is used to cleanse the area. The antibiotics will fight infection, and the pain pills will reduce the horse's discomfort. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a 1-star critter cleaner.
you've brought an animal in for examination. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Normal. Normal. Go ahead and focus these moose stool samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. This sample looks healthy. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. This animal's weight is normal. All the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a region and find a sick animal. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's temperature is normal. This animal's weight is low. Take a look at these desert tortoise throat cultures. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the other. This tissue sample reveals infection. Good job finding the bacteria. Sample reveals throat infection. The nose area is red. Oh, the lungs look unhealthy. I don't see any problems here. Red nose area. Unhealthy lungs. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound sick. The desert tortoise's weight is low, but its heart rate is fast. The temperature reading is normal, but the lungs sound unhealthy. The microscope reveals an infected throat culture, and with the magnifying glass we could see redness in the nose area. The X-ray shows unhealthy lungs. The desert tortoise has pneumonia. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Antibiotic pills. Great work! The fluffy appearance to the lungs was what allowed me to diagnose. Pneumonia is best treated with antibiotics and quiet bed rest. The tortoise should be re-examined in 2 weeks. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Beaver gum tissue samples. Let's take a look. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. This gum sample is infected. Thanks for finding the white blood cells and bacteria. Sample reveals infection. This animal's temperature is high. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. Oh, a splinter. The gums are very swollen and possibly infected. Splinter. Normal. The beaver's weight is low. The heart rate reading is fast. The lungs have a normal reading. The microscope sample shows an infected gum sample. The magnifying glass reveals a splinter which caused swelling and possible gum infection. But the X-ray reading shows no bone problems. A splinter in the beaver's gum has caused infection. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Painkillers, antibiotics, tweezers. Excellent work! Removing the splinter was very important. The antibiotics will fight off infection, and the pain pills will help the beaver relax without hurting so much. The beaver should stay at the hospital for a few days. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. you've brought an animal in for examination. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Normal. Normal. This animal's weight is normal. The animal's heart rate. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Go ahead and focus these moose stool samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Sample looks healthy. All the tool readings are normal. This animal is healthy. Choose the Done button to go back to a region and find a sick animal.
Welcome to Rufus's Roadhouse. Ready to play Feeding Frenzy? Take a look at the items on the menu and pick the correct food for the animal at the table. If you want a challenge, choose the hard button. If you need help, choose the help button. Cow. 1 order of dry grass, a la carte. Chicken. 1 order of gooey goose grits. Duck. 1 order of gooey goose grits. Cockatiel. Fruit. Dog biscuits. Fruit and vegetables. Lollipops. Unsqueezed fruit juice. Rabbit. Green vegetables. Candy bar. T-bone steak. Rabbit food a la mode. Dog. Rawhide. Apples. Birdseed. Rawhide. 1 Rufus House special coming up. Sheep. Hay. 1 order of dry grass, a la carte. Pig. Grain. Fiber City special on the way. Donkey. Potato chips. grass, eggs, one lawn rug to go. Goose, one order of gooey goose grits. Horse, Fiber City special on the way. Turkey, rabbit food a la mode. Cat, an order of feline fantasy. Goat, rabbit food a la mode. Way to go! All the animals have been fed correctly. To check out harder mode, use the hard button. Duck, mares eat oats. Goose, welcome to hard mode. Here you'll get points for each properly fed animal, but you only get one chance to feed it. If you want to return to easy mode, choose the easy button. If you need help, choose the help button. Duck, mares eat oats. Rabbit, rabbit food a la mode. Turkey, one order of gooey goose grits. Cow, Fiber City special on the way. Goat, green rabbit food a la mode. Donkey, grain, eggs, cat food. Fiber City special on the way. Chicken, one Rufus House special coming up. Sheep, one lawn rug to go. Dog, specialty to pooch. Cat, a dish of kitty cat cold cuts. Horse, pass the shaker, dude. Cockatiel, one order of health food. Pig, vegetable health food blue plate. Goose, one order of gooey goose grits. Pretty good. Try again. Go for a perfect score. Sheep, one order of gooey goose grits. Rabbit, one lawn rug to go. One calorie bender on the way. One lawn rug to go. Cow. One Baja burger on the way. Turkey. One order of sweet sandwiches. Fiber City special on the way. Chicken. One lawn rug to go. Dog. Specialty de pooch. Goose. Fiber City special on the way. Duck. One order of gooey goose grits. Cockatiel. One order of chow. Donkey. Fiber City special on the way. Pig. Hamburger. Burned beef on a bun coming up. Side order of toothy tennies. Fiber City special on the way. Cat. A dish of kitty cat cold cuts. Goat. One order of dry grass a la carte. Horse. Fiber City special on the way. Pretty good. Try again. Go for a perfect score. Rabbit food a la mode. Sheep. One lawn rug to go. Pig. Fiber City special on the way. Duck. Lobster. One order of saltwater steak. One plate of canine cookies. One order of gooey goose grits. Cow. One order of dry grass a la carte. Cockatiel. Seed sproutlings. Pass a lickin' sweet things, dude. One order of health food. Chicken. One lawn rug to go. Goose. One order of gooey goose grits. Turkey. Green rabbit food a la mode. Horse. Salt lick. Pass the shaker, dude. Cat. Salt lick. Pass the shaker, dude. Donkey. Grab. One lawn rug to go. 1 plate of canine cookies. Goat. Buck page turner special on the way. Pretty good. Try again. Go for a perfect score. Duck. Mares eat oats. Cockatiel. Unsqueezed fruit juice. Cow. Fiber City special on the way. Goose. 1 order of gooey goose grits. Goat. Fiber City special on the way. Chicken. Fiber City special on the way. Turkey. 1 order of gooey goose grits. Dog. 1 Rufus House special coming up. Horse. 1 order of dry grass a la carte. Pig. Stretch the grizzly. Rabbit food a la mode. Sheep. 1 order of dry grass a la carte. Donkey. 1 order of fried sliced spuds. 1 order of dry grass a la carte. Rabbit. A slab with Texas inside. Carrots. 1 eye doctor special coming up. Cat. 1 lawn rug to go. Check out your score, man. All the animals were fed correctly. Great job.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. Go ahead and focus these rhinoceros blood samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. The animal's temperature is normal. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. The animal's weight is normal. There is a twig in the rhino's nostril. There is a twig in the rhino's nostril. I don't see any problems here. The rhinoceros has an object in its nose. Foreign object in nose. Object in nose. The rhino's weight and heart readings are normal. The temperature reading is also normal. A snorting sound can be heard with the stethoscope. The microscope shows a normal blood sample, but a foreign object in the nose can be seen with the magnifying glass and X-ray. The rhino has something caught in its nasal passage. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Tweezers, antibiotics, painkillers. Good work, you picked the correct treatment. The tweezers are used to remove the object from the rhino's nostril. The antibiotics will fight off infection, and the pain pills will let the rhinoceros heal comfortably. A checkup in 5 days is a good idea. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Let's examine these elephant blood samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Everything looks healthy here. The elephant's knee is swollen. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Throbbing, swollen knee. Normal. The elephant's weight and temperature are normal. The heart rate reading is fast, but the lungs are normal. The microscope shows no problems, but the magnifying glass reveals a throbbing, swollen knee. The X-ray reading is normal. The elephant has a sprained knee. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Bandage, splint, pain pills, ice pack. Good job. This diagnosis was tough. The magnifying glass reading was the most helpful. The ice pack will reduce the swelling, and the bandages and splint will allow the knee to mend properly. The elephant should stay in bed for 2 weeks. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a 1-star creature feeder.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Coyote eye discharge samples. Let's take a look. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work. This sample contains bacteria and white blood cells. That means infection. Sample reveals eye infection. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Everything looks healthy here. Oh, the eye area is red and swollen. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Red swollen eye area. Normal. The coyote's weight and temperature are normal. Its heart rate is fast, but the lung reading is normal. The microscope reveals infected eye discharge, and with the magnifying glass, the eye looks very red and swollen, but the X-ray is normal. The coyote has an eye infection. Now that we know what the problem is, antibiotic eye drops, pain pills, eye patch. Excellent job! The antibiotic eye drops will fight the eye infection, and the pain pills will allow the coyote to rest in comfort. The eye patch helps protect the eye while it heals. Great work! Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Now that my teeth are right, I can get a good bite.
I'm back on all four. My thanks is yours.
I'm no longer in the back. I'm the leader of the pack.
I'm back on all four. My thanks is yours.
I feel like barking with glee now that I'm free of fleas.
Trotting along again, thanks to you, my friend.
Life is a breeze now that I don't have to sneeze.
My chompers are back in shape. Thanks, you are great.
Done!
Now that my teeth are right, I can get a good bite.
My nose is clear. Thanks to you, my dear.
I'm as happy as can be. Thanks for fixing my knee.
No longer howling the blues thanks to you.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Take a look at these bald eagle feather samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy feather sample. Oh, the wing bone is broken. I don't see any problems here. The feathers look ruffled. Everything looks healthy here. Ruffled feathers. Broken wing. The bald eagle's weight is low. Its heart rate is fast. The temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope reveals a normal feather, but the magnifying glass shows ruffled feathers. The X-ray is the most important reading. It shows a fractured wing. The bald eagle suffers from a broken wing. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Wing bandage, pain pills. Great, you picked the right treatment. The pain pills will reduce the eagle's pain, and the bandages will restrain the wing, allowing it to heal. The X-ray showing the fractured wing was just the reading we needed to diagnose the eagle properly. The eagle should not fly for 6 weeks, and it should return for a checkup and new bandages every 2 weeks until the wing is healed. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. Go ahead and focus these cow blood samples. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work! This sample contains bacteria and white blood cells. That means infection. Sample reveals infection. This animal's temperature is high. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's weight is normal. Ooh, the udder is red and inflamed. Everything looks healthy here. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Red inflamed udder. Normal. The cow's weight is normal, but its heart rate is fast. The temperature reading is high, but the lung reading is normal. The microscope sample reveals infection, and with the magnifying glass, we could see that the cow's udder is red and inflamed. The X-ray reading is normal. The cow has an udder infection. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Disinfectant bath, delousing spray. Antibiotics, painkillers. Dewormer pills, high-quality food. Disinfectant bath, delousing spray. Try again. A disinfectant bath and delousing spray would be used to treat lice. Good work. The antibiotics will fight off the infection, and the pain pills will allow the cow to rest comfortably while healing. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Let's take a look at these cheetah blood samples. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work! This sample contains bacteria and white blood cells. That means infection. Sample reveals infection. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Ooh, look at this cut. It's very inflamed. Red swollen hip wound. Normal. The cheetah's weight is low and its heart rate is fast. Both the temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope blood sample shows infection, and the magnifying glass allows us to see a red, swollen wound on the hip area. The X-ray reveals no problems. The cheetah has an infected cut on its hip. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Hair clippers, disinfectant soap, needle and thread, antibiotics, and pain pills. Correct. Cleaning the area with disinfectant soap and antibiotics will help fight infection. Stitches will let the wound heal properly, and pain pills will allow comfortable rest. The cheetah stitches should be removed in 2 weeks. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a 1-star wilderness watcher.
you've brought an animal in for examination. I don't see any problems here. Oh, there are worms in the rattlesnake's intestines. Oh, there are worms in the rattlesnake's intestines. The rattlesnake's weight is low. See how you can see its spine? Visible weight loss. Worms in intestines. Rattlesnake stool samples. Let's take a look. Parasite eggs. Go ahead and circle the others. This stool sample has parasite eggs in it. That's a good sign that the rattlesnake suffers from adult parasites. Sample reveals parasite eggs. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. This animal's weight is low. The rattlesnake's weight is low, but its temperature is normal. The heart rate is fast, but the lung reading is normal. The microscope reveals parasite eggs in the stool sample, and the magnifying glass shows visible weight loss. The X-ray is the most revealing. It shows adult worms in the intestines. Don't forget to stay clear of the mouth area when treating. Rattlesnakes are venomous. The rattlesnake is suffering from internal parasites. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment. Hair clippers, disinfectant soap, needle and thread. Dewormer shots, lots of fluids. Good treatment choice. The dewormer shot will remove most of the parasites from the rattlesnake system, but a second shot should be given in a week to fully treat the condition. Lots of fluids and good food will help the snake gain its health back. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. I brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Go ahead and focus these black bear blood samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Everything looks healthy here. The black bear's face is swollen, and I see stingers. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. The black bear's face is swollen, and I see stingers. Stingers and swelling. Normal. The black bear weight reading is normal, and the heart rate reading is fast. The temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope slide sample is normal. But stingers and swelling can be seen with the magnifying glass. The X-ray shows no problems. The black bear has multiple bee stings. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the proper treatment for the animal. Antihistamines, topical swelling solution, tweezers. You did it! Removing the stingers really helped. Antihistamines will help reduce the bear's reaction to the bee stings, and the topical solution will reduce the swelling. The swollen face and stingers made it rather obvious that the bear had been stung by bees. Great job picking the treatments. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Back doing my thing. Thanks for fixing my wing.
Never been better. Thanks for treating my udder.
I feel like I can do a flip now that you've fixed up my hip.
Nursed back to shape. Thanks. You were great. Nursed back to shape. Thanks. You were great.
I'm feeling like a winner since you removed those stingers.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. Take a look at these koi skin scrape samples. A parasite. Go ahead and circle the others. This skin scrape sample reveals parasites. Good job pointing them out. Sample reveals parasites. This animal's weight is low. The animal's heart rate is normal. This reading is normal. This animal's temperature is low. There are white spots on the scales, gills, and fins. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. White spots on scales and fins. Normal. The koi's weight is low and its heart rate is normal. The temperature reading is low, but the lung reading is normal. The microscope sample reveals parasites, and with the magnifying glass, we could see white spots on the scales and fins. The koi's X-ray reading is normal. The koi suffers from white spot disease. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Clean water, disinfectant for water, good filter. Great work! Cleaning and disinfecting the water is very important. A good water filter will help keep the koi's water clean. A fish needs a clean environment to stay healthy. All fish owners should have a book on proper fish. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Let's examine these zebra tissue samples. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work! This sample contains bacteria and white blood cells. That means infection. Sample reveals inflammation. This animal's temperature is high. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. Everything looks healthy here. There's a bite mark. It looks swollen. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Swollen bite mark. Normal. The zebra's weight is normal, but its temperature is high. The heart rate reading is fast, but the lungs are normal. The microscope reveals red inflamed skin tissue, and the magnifying glass allows us to see a swollen bite wound. The X-ray reveals no problems. The zebra has an infected bite wound on its tail. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Soap and water, topical antibiotics, bandages. Good treatment choice. Cleansing and applying antibiotics to the bite area will fight off infection. The bandages will keep the area clean and protected. The zebra should come back in a week for a checkup. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a 1-star animal aid.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is normal. Let's examine these pig blood samples. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, bacteria. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work! This sample contains bacteria and white blood cells. That means infection. Sample reveals inflammation. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is high. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Everything looks healthy here. Flushed cheeks. Flushed cheeks. Flushed cheeks. Normal. The pig's weight is normal, but its heart rate is fast. The temperature reading is high and the lung reading is normal. The microscope sample reveals inflammation, and with the magnifying glass we can see that the pig has flushed cheeks. The X-ray reveals no problems. The pig has a fever. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Aspirin. Aspirin. Aspirin will help reduce the fever. The pig should stay at the field hospital until the fever breaks. Pigs need annual vaccinations, and if they don't get them, it can cause health problems. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. In 1990, Dr. Debbie Turner was crowned Miss America. She received her DVM in 1991. Dr. Turner currently divides her time between veterinary public relations and motivational speaking. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Let's examine these garter snake blood samples. Oh, a white blood cell. Go ahead and circle the others. Good work. You found the white blood cells. They fight infection. Sample reveals infection. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. The snake's gums look very irritated and some teeth are missing. I don't see any problems here. Some teeth are missing. Swollen gums, missing teeth. Missing teeth. The garter snake's weight is low. The heart rate reading is normal. The temperature and lung readings are normal as well. The microscope reveals an infected blood sample, and the magnifying glass shows swollen gums and missing teeth. The X-ray results also show missing teeth. The examination reveals stomatitis, a type of mouth infection. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Mouth disinfectant, antibiotics, good food. Good job! Cleaning the mouth out was very important, and the antibiotics will fight off the infection. Good food will help the snake stay healthy. The low weight and blood infection were strong signs that the snake was unhealthy. But the missing teeth and swollen gums led me to the mouth infection diagnosis. The garter snake should stay at the hospital for a few days for some warm, quiet recovery time, and we should recheck its mouth in a week. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Glossary.
This is a glossary of veterinary terms. Choose a term to go to the definition page. Once you reach that page, click on the text to hear the definition. If you need help, choose the Help button. Adaptation. Adaptation. A change in form or action which allows an organism to be more successful in its environment. Armor. A tough protective covering, such as the bony scales covering certain animals. Bird. A warm-blooded, egg-laying, feathered vertebrate with wings. Breeding. To produce offspring, give birth to or hatch. Burrow. A hole or tunnel dug in the ground by a small animal, such as a rabbit or a mole. Camouflage. To conceal by the use of disguise or by protective coloring which blends in with the surrounding environment. Carnivore. A flesh-eating animal. Conservation. Using habitats, resources, animals, and plants wisely in order to save them for future generations. Deforestation. To cut down and clear away trees or forests. Desert. A dry, often sandy region of little rainfall, extreme temperatures, and very little plant life. Diagnosis. To determine health or sickness through medical examination. Desert. Diagnosis. Embryo. An organism in its early stages of development. Endangered. Faced with the danger of extinction. Environment. The habitat surrounding an organism or a group of organisms. Extinct. No longer existing or living. Farm. A tract of land where crops or animals are raised. Forest. A large tract of land covered with trees and underbrush. Grooming. To clean and brush. Habitat. The natural environment of a plant or animal. Herbivore. An animal that feeds on plants. An animal that feeds on plants. Herbivore. Invertebrate. An animal such as an insect or a mollusk that lacks a backbone or spinal column. A vertebrate is an animal with a backbone. Mammal. Warm-blooded vertebrate animals characterized by a covering of hair on the skin. Female mammals produce milk for nourishing their young. Neuter. To remove surgically an animal's sex organs. Nocturnal. Active at night. Active at night. Omnivore. An animal that eats all foods, plants, and flesh. Organism. An individual life form. Poaching. Unlawful hunting, fishing, or collecting. Population. A group of plants or animals living in a particular area. A group of plants or animals living in a particular area. Predator. An animal that hunts, kills, and eats other animals. Prey. An animal hunted by another animal for food. Reptile. An air-breathing vertebrate such as a snake or turtle, characterized by a bony skeleton and a covering of dry scales or horny plates. Rodent. A gnawing or nibbling mammal such as a mouse or rat, characterized by continually growing incisors. Scavenger. An animal that feeds on dead or decaying matter. Species. A basic category of animal or plant capable of breeding only with others of its kind. Spines. Pointed projections, processes, or appendages of animals and plants. Territory. An area occupied by a single animal, mating pair, or group that is defended from intruders. Threatened species. Animals whose numbers have dropped so low they may become endangered. Vaccination. A medication administered by a veterinarian that assists an animal in resisting certain diseases. Venom. The poison of an animal, such as a snake, spider, or scorpion, usually transmitted by a bite or sting. Veterinarian. A person who practices the detection, prevention, and treatment of animal illnesses. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Let's examine these vulture feather samples. Oh, ectoparasite eggs. Go ahead and circle the others. Oh, an ectoparasite. Go ahead and circle the others. Good job finding all of the ectoparasites in this feather sample. The vulture is most likely suffering from lice. Sample reveals ectoparasites. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Ooh, the skin is red and irritated, and I see lice. Everything looks healthy here. I don't see any problems here. I don't see any problems here. Lice and feathers. Normal. The vulture's weight is low, but its temperature is normal. The heart rate reading is fast and the lung reading is normal. The microscope and the magnifying glass reveal ectoparasites in the feathers and red, irritated skin. The X-ray shows no problem. The vulture has feather lice. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 disinfectant bath delousing spray. Quality food, larger cage. Choose a different tray. Quality food and a larger cage would be used to treat malnutrition. Disinfectant bath, delousing spray. Good choice. The disinfectant bath and delousing spray will kill off the lice. The vulture should be checked again in 2 weeks to be sure the lice is completely gone. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Ready? There are 5 hidden creatures. Go get them! Roadrunner! Vulture! Toad! Collared lizard! Frilled lizard! Congratulations! Ready? There are 5 hidden creatures. Go get them!
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. The animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Welcome to Pet Care. To hear more about an animal and how to take care of it, click on the animal. If you need help, choose the Help button. Dog. Cat. Pot-belly pig. Cat. Horse. Hermit crab. Tropical fish. Pony. Rabbit. Kitten. Puppy. Guinea pig. Mouse. Cockatiel. Parakeet. Freshwater fish. Iguana. Turtle. Canary. Hamster. Gerbil. There are many kinds of dogs. Some are very large and some are very small. Depending on the breed type, your dog could be very active, love the water, or prefer to sleep on the sofa in your living room. The best place to get a dog is at your local humane society or animal shelter. Provide a balanced diet, water, toys, regular grooming, and lots of patience and love. Remember to have your dog spayed or neutered and visit the veterinarian on a regular basis. One of your biggest responsibilities will be to train your dog. Patience, practice, and lots of treats for good behavior will quickly educate your dog to be a good companion. Adult cats are fantastic pets. You can find beautiful cats at your local animal shelter or humane society. To make friends with an adult cat, you must be very patient and let the cat come to you when they feel safe and secure with you. Once a cat has gotten to trust you, they will let you pet them and will love to be gently cuddled. Adult cats need regular veterinary care, a good diet, and a quiet place for the litter box. Cats also need regular grooming. All pet cats need to be spayed or neutered just like kittens. Many cat experts recommend you keep your pet cat indoors to keep it safe from traffic, disease, and other neighborhood dangers. Pot-bellied pigs have become a fad pet. They are very smart, cute, and really try to be clean. But pot-bellied pigs are likely to tear up your carpet and house with a behavior called rooting. They can grow to be very large. Many people who bought small pot-bellied pigs eventually abandon their pets or bring them to an animal shelter. Experts agree that pot-bellied pigs are interesting and smart animals, but only recommend that people with a lot of space, patience, and time have these pigs as pets. Caring for a horse is a big job. Your horse will need to be fed, watered, groomed, exercised, and will need regular veterinary care. Horses also need to have their feet trimmed every 3 months, which is done by a professional called a farrier. You will need to clean out the stall and pastures where the horse lives. Horses are very social animals and like to be with other horses. Horses are very strong, and you must learn how to keep yourself safe around them. Horses can be great companions and a lot of fun when properly trained. Hermit crabs are not the most common pet for kids. It takes careful handling for these pets because they can pinch with their large claw, which can be very painful. These animals require distilled water, a heated terrarium, and a special diet. As a hermit crab grows, it keeps moving into larger shells. Hermit crabs can be very fragile and become sick very easily if their environment isn't exactly suited to their needs. Did you know that the shells of hermit crabs are actually empty shells from other snails and not part of the crab at all? All dogs under 1 year of age are called puppies. Puppies are born blind and with almost no hair and have to stay with their mother until they are at least 6 weeks of age. Puppies need lots of rest, good nutrition, regular veterinary care, and plenty of opportunity to socialize with people as they grow up. Training a young pup takes love, patience, time, and consistency. A special obedience class for puppies can help you learn how to teach your puppy to grow into a great dog. Kittens must stay with their mother until they are at least 6 weeks old. Your local humane society or animal shelter is the ideal place to adopt a kitten. Your kitten will depend on you for good nutrition and regular veterinary care. They also need lots of rest and gentle handling. Ask your veterinarian about early spaying or neutering for your kitten. This is a safe surgery that can be done on kittens as young as 8 weeks old. Kittens are very playful and need you to give them lots of love and attention. There are many breeds of rabbits. Some are very tiny, while others get to be very heavy and large. All rabbits need room to exercise and lots of attention. A good rabbit home is at least 10 times as long as the rabbit. Your rabbit will need a special diet of pellets, carrots, hay, a salt block, and fresh water. You will need to groom your rabbit gently with a brush and should take it to the veterinarian for regular visits. Rabbits have teeth that grow all their life. Your veterinarian will explain how to keep those teeth from growing too long. Never pick your rabbit up by the ears. Gently lift and support it with both hands. Make sure you give your rabbit plenty of exercise by letting it roam around your house or yard. Be sure to watch it though. Rabbits are very curious and will chew wires and plants. Ponies are special breeds of small horses. Ponies need the same care that horses do. They have to be fed, watered, groomed, and need regular veterinary care. Ponies are very social animals and should never be kept by themselves. You will need to learn your pony's body language. When her ears are laid back, she is unhappy or even mad. But when she points her ears forward and is puffing a warm breath in your direction, she is trying to say hello and make friends. Always keep yourself safe around your pony. Never startle her or approach from behind without letting her know you are there. There are hundreds of different kinds of tropical fish to choose from, such as gouramis, guppies, oscars, or neons. All have slightly different needs. Some like very warm water, others need cooler temperatures. Some breeds of tropical fish enjoy the company of other fish and love living in a group. Others are more solitary and need to be kept alone. To learn about tropical fish, go to the library and do your research. Keeping these animals can be very expensive. You will need special equipment and an aquarium for these fish to live in. But once you have them, they can be very interesting and relaxing pet. Guinea pigs originally come from South America and are available in many colors. Some guinea pigs have very long hair and need regular grooming to stay healthy. They are very social animals that love people and other guinea pigs. Your guinea pig will need a special diet of guinea pig pellets, carrots, apples, and hay. Don't overfeed your guinea pig. They can get fat, and that's not very healthy for them. Regular visits to the veterinarian will keep your pet healthy. Once your guinea pig knows you, it will greet you with happy whistles and squeaks when you enter the room. A large wooden box or aquarium with a lid makes an ideal home for a guinea pig. Mice can make nice pets. They are gentle and quiet. Pet mice come in many different colors. An aquarium with a sleeping box and some branches will be an ideal home for your mouse. Your pet will need a special diet of grains, some vegetables, and occasional treats. You will need to clean the cage often. Male mice sometimes can be a little smelly. Mice need to be handled gently, so never pick up your mouse by the tail. Watch your pet mouse's whiskers. That is how it senses its environment. In the dark, those whiskers keep them from bumping into things. Cockatiels are very active and curious birds. They are gray, white, or yellow. They originally come from Australia. Your cockatiel will need a large cage with several perches and toys. You will need to feed it a special mix of seeds and grains, and some fresh fruits and vegetables. Flying is good exercise, and under supervision you can train your cockatiel to fly around the room. With patience, it will become tame and climb all over you. Cockatiels have a strong beak and can bite if they get angry or feel threatened. Be gentle and quiet around all birds, and you will gain their trust. Parakeets originally come from Australia. They can be green, blue, yellow, white, and many other colors. They are very active birds that love company. Parakeets will become very tame and like to fly around the room and land on your hand or head. If you don't have lots of time to spend with your parakeet every day, you should get at least 2 of them to keep each other active. Always keep the windows closed when you let your pet out of its cage and supervise its exercise time. These curious birds are lots of fun, and with regular feeding and care will live for many years. Once or twice a year, your parakeet will lose lots of feathers. This is called molting, and is a normal part of growing new feathers. Freshwater fish are types of fish that do not need heated water. Goldfish, for example, can survive under the ice of a garden pond. You can also keep goldfish indoors. Most experts agree that goldfish bowls are not the best home for fish. A large glass aquarium with a filter, light, and a top will be the ideal home for your goldfish. Goldfish need regular food and are lots of fun to watch. If you take good care of your goldfish, it will grow larger and larger, and eventually you will have to buy a bigger tank for it to live in. Gerbils are small rodents that come from the Mongolian desert. They are active during the day and love to live in family groups. Gerbils are very active little animals and will spend most of the day running around. Keep them in an aquarium tank with a secure lid on top that allows fresh air to enter at all times. You should not have a hamster wheel in the tank, as it can injure the long tails of your gerbils. Gerbils have lots of babies, so it's important to keep males and females separated. They drink very little water and eat a special kind of rodent mix you can get at a pet store. Be sure not to pick your gerbils up by the tail. Gently lift them out of their home with both hands. Hamsters come from the deserts of the Middle East. They are small rodents who are active at night and sleep during the day. They like to live alone and can get very aggressive with other hamsters. The name hamster means to hoard. Wild hamsters gather food and stuff it into their cheeks. Then they carry that food into their underground burrows. Pet hamsters also collect food and will carry it into their sleeping corner. Since your hamster sleeps during the day, be gentle when you wake it to play. Sometimes they can be cranky and not want to come out. The canary originally comes from the Canary Islands off the coast of Africa. They have been popular pets for centuries because of their beautiful singing. Most canaries are bright yellow, but they can also be brown, orange, and several other colors. It is a myth that male canaries only sing when they are kept alone. You should always keep more than one canary together. Get a large cage for your pet birds, keep it clean, and provide fresh food and water every day. Canaries normally do not become tame, but they are fun to watch and even more fun to listen to. There are many different kinds of turtles and tortoises. Some live in water, others in the desert, and some like to live in swamps. If you have a turtle or tortoise, be sure you know what kind of care it needs. The proper care for one might be different than another. Before you purchase a turtle or tortoise, make sure you know what kind it is, because it may need a specialized diet. All turtles and tortoises need regular veterinary care. Iguanas are lizards that can grow to a very large size. They are bright green when they are little, but they turn a dark brown color when they get older. Iguanas need a warm environment with a heating lamp. They like to eat fresh vegetables, fruit, some meat, and vitamins. They love to take a bath in a pan of water. When frightened or angry, iguanas can use their tail as a whip. Always wash your hands after handling an iguana or after touching the cage. These animals can carry bacteria that can make you sick. Iguana. Let's examine these cockatiel bone samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy bone sample. There are stress lines on the feathers. I don't see any problems here. These bones are very thin. It might be metabolic bone disease. Stress lines on feathers. Thin bones. The cockatiel's weight is low and its heart rate is normal. Both the temperature and lung readings are normal. The microscope reveals a healthy bone sample, but through the magnifying glass, we can see stress lines on the feathers. The X-ray allows us to see the cockatiel's thin bones. The cockatiel suffers from malnutrition. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need to pick the tray that contains the quality food, larger cage. Good choice. A balanced diet is very important, and quality food is necessary to avoid malnutrition. A larger cage will give the cockatiel more space to move about. All bird owners should own a book on bird care. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
You're a one-star veterinarian's assistant.
you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is high. This animal's temperature is normal. The animal's heart rate is fast. This animal's lungs sound normal. Everything looks healthy here. Oh, the stomach is quite swollen. The ostrich's stomach is enlarged. I don't see any problems here. Swollen stomach. Enlarged stomach. Let's examine these ostrich stool samples. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. A stool sample. The ostrich's weight is high. Its heart rate is fast. Both the temperature and lungs have a normal reading. The microscope reveals a normal stool sample, but the magnifying glass allows us to see that the stomach area is swollen. The X-ray shows a throbbing and swollen stomach. The ostrich has a stomach ache from overeating. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. You need hair clippers, disinfectant soap, needle and thread, stomach antacid, pain pills. Great job! The enlarged stomach is due to overeating. The antacid will help the ostrich's stomach feel better. Pain pills will allow it to heal comfortably. No food should be given to the ostrich for 1 day. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate. Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Bighorn sheep blood samples. Let's take a look. Well, this sample looks healthy. Let's move on to another exam tool. Healthy blood sample. The animal's heart rate is fast. The animal's lungs sound normal. This animal's temperature is normal. Everything looks healthy here. The bighorn's foot is very swollen. This foot is broken. I don't see any problems here. Swollen foot. Broken foot bone. The bighorn's weight is low, but the temperature reading is normal. The heart rate reading is fast, but the lungs are normal. The microscope reveals a healthy blood sample, but the magnifying glass lets us see the bighorn's swollen, throbbing foot. The X-ray reading is very important. It reveals a broken bone in the foot. The bighorn sheep has a broken foot. Now that we know what the problem is, I will set up 3 trays full of different treatments. Cast, pain pills. Excellent work. The cast will allow the foot bones to mend properly. Pain pills will help the bighorn rest comfortably while healing. 6 weeks of hospital stay and x-rays every 2 weeks will allow the bighorn's foot to heal properly. Congratulations! You really earned this certificate.
Smooth sailing now that you've cured my ailing.
Done!
Tail is feeling fine. Thanks for your time.
I'm squealing with delight now that my fever's all right.
My mouth is feeling fine. Thanks for taking the time.
I'm no longer under the weather since you fixed my feathers.
Chirping again, thanks to you, friend. My belly's feeling fine, thanks for your time.
My foot feels brand new, thanks to you.
Oh, you've brought an animal in for examination. This animal's weight is low. Go ahead and focus these moose stool samples. A worm egg. Go ahead and circle the others. This stool sample reveals worm eggs. Good job pointing them out. Sample reveals worm eggs. This animal's temperature is normal. Animal's heart rate is normal. This animal's lungs sound normal. Oh, there are adult worms in the intestines. I don't see any problems here. The moose has an uneven coat. Everything looks healthy here. Uneven, unhealthy coat. Adult worms in intestines. The moose's weight is low. Its heart rate is normal. The temperature and lung readings are also normal. The microscope sample reveals worm eggs, and the magnifying glass shows an uneven hair coat. The X-ray results show adult worms in the intestines. The moose is suffering from internal parasites. Now that we know what the problem is, good choice. Dewormer pills will get rid of the moose's parasites, and the high-quality food will help the moose get its health back in order. The moose should come back in 2 weeks for a checkup. Nice work. Congratulations. You really earned this certificate. Moose.
I'm feeling good, like a healthy moose should.
Done!
Dr. Shirley Johnston is a leader in veterinary education. She has trained more than 10,000 vets in 11 countries. Currently, she is head of the Clinics and Veterinary Teaching Hospital at Washington State University.
Choose an activity button to go to that activity. Choose the ranch house to go back to Dr. Max's office. Order it.
All right, mate. Take a look at these mixed up pictures. They show how animals grow from babies to adults. Grab and then drag the tiles and place them in the order in the trees. Start by placing youngest under number 1, working up to the oldest under number 4. When the tile is in the right place, the light above it will turn on and you won't be able to move the tile. Good luck! Bobcat.
The bobcat gets its name from its stumpy tail. The bobcat's diet is made up of mostly rabbits and hares, but it also likes to eat squirrels and mice.
Beaver.
The beaver is the second largest rodent in the world. Young beavers, called kits, are born with thick fur which keeps them warm. An adult pair of beavers can gnaw through a 4-inch thick branch in 15 minutes.
White-tailed deer.
Deer come in many sizes. The largest deer in the world is the North American moose, which weighs up to 1,786 pounds. The smallest is the poodoo, which lives in the South American Andes. It weighs about 15 pounds.
Moose.
The largest deer in the world is the moose. Its antlers alone can weigh up to 70 pounds. The long flap of skin that hangs from a moose's chin is called a bell.
Bald eagle. This is a bit harder, mate. 2 don't belong to the animal. Drag the tiles to the trees in their proper order, but look out for those tricky tiles.
Bear cubs weigh less than 1 pound at birth. An adult bear, when standing on its back legs, can grow over 6 feet tall. If you see a bear, you should never offer it food. Once bears have eaten what's been given to them, and there's no food left, they may attack. Red foxes are brownish-gray when they are young. They don't turn red until they're about 12 weeks old. The adult red fox can run up to 30 miles per hour and is able to jump over barriers 6.5 feet high. China. Giant panda. The giant panda has become the international symbol of wildlife conservation by the World Wildlife Fund. As the population of China continues to grow, land is cleared for food and home production. The panda relies almost solely on about 20 varieties of bamboo for food. The production of food sources and homes had made it difficult for them to find bamboo. The panda does not appear to be able to adapt its diet to the loss of bamboo. and therefore dies off. Sumatran and Borneo rainforests, the Sumatran and Borneo rainforests, Southeast Asia. Tapirs are an ancient group of animals related to both the horse and the rhinoceros. They have a long snout which they can use to feed on different plants. The tapir is hunted for sport, food, and its skin. Its habitat is also being destroyed by development. Aegean tapir. Komodo dragon. The Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard. It can grow up to about 10.5 feet. Because the dragons often try to eat villagers' livestock and have eaten people, local villagers try to kill them. There are about 5,000 dragons alive today. Here's your current rank. Keep up the good work. There are many ways you can start preparing.
Are you sure you want to quit? Okay, pal. See you later then. Bye-bye.